Hey everybody, welcome back to UE's Comics. So this is my Fan Expo Dallas haul. I need to get this done so I can get these comics put away. I can never get a video, never get everything put away until I get my haul video done. So jump right into it. Some of you might, if you're watching our live shows on Friday, Saturday night of last week, and you saw some of the stuff I picked up, some of the stuff Drew picked up, and some that Mikey picked up. But I'm gonna go ahead and go through the stuff that I got here about. Whoa, that was weird. Was that frozen on your end there, Jeremy? But oh well. Okay. And on my end here, I don't know what it is. Maybe too many people on the internet right now. Maybe my daughter's playing Minecraft and it's messing me up. So first off, I got yeah, it's freezing up. Okay, I know what? I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna come back in here, see if we can get people off the freaking internet. Maybe my phone. Maybe I'll just take off my phone. Boop. I doubt that'll help, but let's give it a shot. So Hawkeye, I picked him up for $4. Maybe kind of cool just to put on my shelf next to my thing. I have one about the same size, so maybe they'll go at it on my shelf. Yeah, Cat Rain's in here as well. Thank you for showing up. Let's show off some of the prints that I picked up. This is, I guess, he's a colorist for DC. I think he may be done for Marvel too. I'm not sure. Andrew Dalhouse. This is a really cool print. It's only $10, and it's Batman and Damian. I got link to his stuff down below in my description. So this next kid, I call him a kid really because he was only, I would say he's in his early 20s. Got some really freaking awesome art. Picked it up. That one was $10, two were 15, and you got a free Harley Quinn print. This is the Batman print I picked up. This is by Dominic Glover. Said a really young kid, early 20s. He said he's already done some contract work for DC and Marvel. Look forward to really see what he's going to be doing in the future too. His link is in the description as well. There's the Harley Quinn print. Drew, I'm not sure if Mike got one of these, but I know Drew. No, maybe Mike did. Maybe Drew didn't. Got one of those. And then the last one I picked up was a Zatanna print. It seems kind of a wide variety of art. This is almost like J. Scott Campbell kind of look to it. But still pretty cool for $15. Get these 3 prints. If you want to see more of his art and stuff, his link is down in the description below as well. Picked up this book. I've passed up on this book a couple times on eBay and I even see it on Amazon. But it's a $50 book, sometimes a little bit more. But I got it for $20. They had it half off and offered 20. I should have offered less because they're like, yeah, I'll take 20. Let's get 20. So Dave Stevens covers the story. So this has all of his covers in here. I'm a huge Dave Stevens fan. Some original other art and stuff. Great book. Awesome book to have if you're a Dave Stevens fan, that's for sure. Let's go into, let me scoot my box over here. No. Oh, yep. Picked up, this was $15, and it came with 2 signatures for Snyder and Capullo, although they had nothing to do with this book, so that was kind of weird. But this is Batman 44 gold foil variant. That's cool. I'll talk about Capullo and Snyder here shortly. This guy, I have another book I picked up from him. It's somewhere in the stack in there. But Miss Marvel #1, Frank Cho cover. I had this one, and it was a Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica Adam Hughes. He wanted, and I said, I can't. There's no way I can do $15. He's like, well, why is this book so important? You know, he's just really aggressive about it, and I said, it's Frank Cho. I like Frank Cho. Yeah, it's a #1, but you can't say no to Cho, right? So I picked up that. This is the first dealer that I went to, and he put a really bad taste in my mouth, and it kind of set me off kind of wrong for the beginning of the con, but I quickly kind of brushed it off and went on about my day. And I did find some good deals. I don't want to talk about my signed books yet, but yet they're right up front. Found the 2 I needed to complete my Justice League Dark run. Found this one at the con, number 29. And I found this one at a comic store in Dallas called Gen X Comics. So I was able to complete my Justice League Dark run. So happy to get that finished and over with, out of my hair. Picked up the first one of this. I reviewed it on our show. I liked it enough, but it did not add number 2 and stuff onto my pull list, so I never can get them. This is by Red 5 Comics. This is Chasing Hitler. I got the full run of it now. So there's 2, 3, and 4. This was written by a 16-year-old girl. It started out as a Kickstarter, and then it got picked up by Red 5 Comics. So the first book was an awesome read. Can't wait to finish reading the rest of it. Picked up this one at Gen X Comics as well on Drew's knowledge, because he showed it. He picked it up at the con, and I found it later on at the comic store. Superman, Lois and Clark, #1. This is, I guess, the first appearance of Jonathan Kent. So that's pretty cool. I think it's about a $10 book. Superpowers. Now I got two different series here. Yeah, okay. So here's series, I'm not sure what series this is. The #4. #2. Which one? One of them had a big chunk out of it. I didn't even notice it until it was too late. And #3. And then I also picked up, this is the one that has a big chunk. And here's Superpowers #4. It's got a big chunk out of the cover. I didn't even notice it. #6. I really dig the Superpowers. It reminded me of the Super Friends. And I definitely, it's kind of just more of a lighthearted kind of some comic stories. I started getting these. I actually started picking up because of Dave Stevens. Yeah, I think he has 2 issues in this run, and there's only 10 issues. So I picked up this kind of the painted. I mean, they're all kind of painted covers. Kind of remind you of heavy metal a little bit. Alien World #1 by PC Comics. This was another, I don't know if it's a con exclusive, but Sensation Comics #1, a reprint of first appearance of Wonder Woman. This was 15 as well. Reborn #1, the Frank Cho cover. Was Tony Daniels at the con? If not, it's weird. His art was on the pass. Yeah. No, he was not there. And then this was the other one that I said that first dealer that left kind of bad taste in my mouth. Never went back to him again. I really hate when dealers don't have their books priced. You know, it really makes it hard for me as a buyer. I want to know $1 books, $2 books, $5 books, $10 books, you know, 20 above or whatever. So I know what I'm digging into versus digging, getting a whole stack of books out and go up and just be totally disappointed with the price. So I really hate that. It seems like it's a waste of my time, waste of his time. And I understand it takes a lot for a seller, especially with that many books, to try to price them out ahead of time. But it seems like it could be so much less of a hassle on the end of it. Picked up a couple of these. This is Dark Knight's metal special editions. These were free there at the DC Boutique. Same place I picked up that Batman 44 foil variant. And you know, another thing that I did like about this con, there were quite a few dealers who did have Mylar on a lot of their books, even their cheaper books. So like this one here, this is She-Hulk number 7, Greg Horn. Let me hold one, LOL. What do you want to hold, Jeremy? And you know, I'm really digging. This is it Byrne? I think it's John Byrne. His run on She-Hulk as well. So She-Hulk number 43. They had the bikini beach ball one, and I passed on it, and I decided to go back and try to pick it up again, but it already sold. Crisis on Infinite Earth, number 5. Trying to get this run too. And number 6. Catwoman, is it Valente? I think that's his name, the artist's name. Run on Catwoman, so Catwoman number 0. This was a $1 issue. It's Garth Ennis, so I thought I'd pick it up. Back to Brooklyn. I grabbed this. It has some problems with it. It's mainly the one corner. It has a couple spine ticks, and it has a couple little rubbing on the bottom corner, and this corner is really rounded. But I couldn't pass it up for, I think it was $10. And that's Elvira's House of Mystery number 1. One of those books is the first Anti-Monitor. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Jeremy is educating today. Oh, yes, some Greg Horn. More Greg Horn goodness. Miss Marvel number 30. Electra number 6. Number 5. And number 7. They had a Greg Horn booth there. Drew and I were thinking about going halvesies on some prints, but by that time I was already pretty much out of money. Couldn't bring any more back with me. I was trying to get quite a few caps, and I did. I got a decent sized stack of Captain Americas. Where is it? Oh no, it's on over there. I'll go grab it. So this is a stack of caps that I got. I'll have to let you know, Cat. I got to look at my database. Let me go grab. I got to grab one book. Oh no! Don't leave. Jerry, where is it? No. It's got to be in my box. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna be pissed. Where's that book? The one book I really was excited to get, and I don't even find it in my box. Cap 3, 89, 382, 381. I do sound sophisticated, Jeremy. 371, 349, 347, 331. I didn't want to get. They had a whole bunch of these, but I mean, they wanted $2 a piece, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot on these higher issues of Captain America because my local guy can get them, and I usually get them for 50 cents a piece from him. So 249. So I don't want. I'd rather spend money on lower number books. 244. 205. 200. 181. 165. 160. 158. 145. That's one thing about this Captain America run. It's not it only really has a few key issue books to pick up, but most of them you can pick up really reasonable. 143. 114. It's a cool classic cover. Oh, there it is. It's here. It's here. So these two books, one of my goals was getting Cap 100. That was one of my Grail books, a lower grade book, because I can't really afford to get I'm a big spender like Drew Manchu. But he had this for 125, and he had this book here for I think 30. And I asked him 30 or 35, and I asked him if he'd take 100 for the pair, and he did. So it's Captain America 108 and 100. It's not the best shape, that's for sure. They had two different vendors had Cap 100, and they each had $125 on them. The other one had a rip that was up here, a big subscription crease right down the center. This one definitely was the better copy of the run. I really feel bad for this vendor because he was actually away from the other comic guys across this red carpet into the other vendors, the Tchotchke stuff. And he didn't get a whole lot of sales over the whole weekend just because he was kind of secluded over. But the first day he had 20% off all his books. Next day he had 50% off, just trying to get some sales. So maybe him compromising, getting me these two books for $100 was maybe him breaking even for going to the con. I hope not. I hope he did a lot better than that because he did have some other good books, but unfortunately, yeah. Thanks, Jeremy. I beat Paul getting it too. Although Paul would want a better grade than what I got, but I'm just happy that I beat him. That's it. There was quite a few independent publishers there too. What was the name of this one? I don't remember. Mike picked up some from these guys. Drew picked up some as well. Holliston, Friendship is Tragic. This is like a one shot. I guess it's already been produced into a TV show in Canada, maybe, as information in there where it was. Definitely want to try to read that for Friday night, but we'll see. Justice Society of America. It's Alex Ross cover. Picked up that guy. Another Alex Ross cover. JSA number 78. Really cool cover. I love that. These next few. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find books all of a sudden. I needed two, I guess count three, to complete my Batman New 52 run. And I was able to do that this last weekend too. So my Justice League Dark's done. Batman New 52 is done. Picked up a 0 at that comic store in Dallas. Drew actually said, "Hey Dave, I know you needed a couple Batman books to finish your run. I grabbed a couple for you." And he grabbed me 4. He got them 4. The other one he got was like a 20, 26 or 23. I had that one, but I didn't have this one. And for some reason, I don't know why this one was so hard to find, but it was Batman number 35. I guess maybe because it's Endgame Part 1. But completed my Batman New 52 run. Off my. Let's see here. Other Batman books that I got. 390. $315. Love the cover on that. That purple and red. This is kind of really pops. $326. $217. I think I got this for like $7.50. It definitely has some issues to it, but for a late Silver Age book, I'll pick it up. $262. $262. $292. $692. Oh my goodness. Dyslexia has. I gave my New 52 run folks around. Oh, bummer. My screen's blocking part of your chat there. I gotta check and see what it was you're saying. Oh yeah, I could definitely see why you'd give up on that. Batman 666. Picked up this one. I think it was $8 for this issue. So this is the first Damian Wayne as Batman. And the other arc I was trying to finish up for Batman was the Hush arc, and I finally did. Picked up this guy for $10. Now to go on to some signed books that I picked up. Maybe I should move some of this so the stuff's not falling over on me. What issues you missing, Jeremy, from your New 52 run? I have a few doubles, but not many. I gotta talk about this book. I'll probably end up posting a video on the Facebook page, but Jeremy, you might want to do a little earmuffs. I don't know if this would offend you. There was a picture of Mike reading this book called "There's Semen on the Poop Deck." The guy's spiel for this book was absolutely hilarious, and so I had to give him $5 just for the first book. My wife was laughing at me and said, "You just bought gay porn," and I said, "No, please, it's called erotica." So maybe I'll post a video of the guy giving his spiel on the Facebook page, but definitely not anything that's child appropriate. I went to meet Richard Rivera, from Stabby Bunny. I don't know if I showed you the video of the guy giving the sales pitch. Oh, Hazel Dad's in here too. Great, thank you for showing up. I went to go get this signed, and when I pulled it out of my case, it was so banged up. It has so many spine ticks and bends on it. I was like, "Ah, oh, dang, man, I don't know if I want to actually get that one signed." He did have another issue. He had issues 1, 2, and 3 there. I wasn't able to get 2 and 3, but I got him to sign all 3 books for me here. So looking forward to that. I'll probably end up picking up number 4. Bob McLeod from New Mutants, he was there. I had him sign my New Mutants #1. I think I have. Do I have it up here? I have the trade, but it's like a third print, and I didn't want to try to manage to get that in my bag without getting all jacked up, so I just had him sign that one. Tomasi was there. Had him sign my Super Sons #1 and Superman #1. The one thing I did not like is, you go to most places and you usually get your first 3 signatures free. This place had comic sketch artist or whoever it was, like charge like $5 per signature, which kind of sucked. I mean, I want to support the artists and the writers and stuff, but a little bit, Mike. I talked about reading gay porn, but it's just I'm not one to get stuff slabbed. I'm not one to flip books. So to me, meeting the artist and the writer is really just all about that experience and knowing that that person who helped create this book is signing this book. And so, God, getting raked over the coals, for paying a lot of money to get in, waiting in line, and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss for me. So, but when we bought that Batman 44. We got 2 free signatures from Snyder Capullo. Unfortunately, Snyder was not there Sunday. It was only Capullo. So, allowed to get 2 signatures per book. I had 3 books that need to get signed. Mike jumped in and got my 3rd book signed for me. First was my Batman #1. Got Capullo to sign that. My Dark Knight Metal 5, probably my favorite cover of that whole run. And Reborn #1 too. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. So when I got my book signed by Stabby Bunny writer, I got a nice cool Stabby Bunny bag too. I had The Rot. We picked up the 3 issues for The Rot. Mike showed those books off. I read the first issue. Gonna read the rest, I think, for Friday night. Oh, that's another book too right there I got. Interesting concept on this story here. So there are 3 issues to it. These guys are great. They said another independent Source Point publishers. They said they'd be more than happy to come on our show, actually talk to us about some of their projects and stuff like that, which is something we may do in the future. We'll see. I also bought Wild Bullets #1. It's a one-shot. And there was one more, Monstrous or something like that. But about big enough. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was, which for me was probably the best part of the whole experience of going to the Fan Expo in Dallas, and that was meeting up with everybody. That was, I think I had more fun sitting around talking in the premium lounge. We got the rest of the peasants didn't get access to the premium lounge according to Drew. It was just us, the premium pass holders. I let Mike borrow it though. I know he borrowed it in his hotel room tonight. So and just kicking back and talking to the people from YouTube. Mike, myself, and Drew, I think we clicked pretty well. I mean, we get along pretty well. We've been doing the show for 2 years. I would think that we would have been clicking by now, but to be able to meet everybody in person, minus Paul, of course, but it was so much fun. I don't think I've laughed so much in a weekend. I don't think I've had so much fun in a weekend in a long, long time. So I think that was probably the best the whole thing about that whole trip was meeting those guys and meeting everybody else from YouTube. I ended up picking up a blank cover, and I had I hate them guys too, Mike. Everybody signed that actually came to that dinner that night. We had Saturday night, what Mike calls the blast supper. Well, a big long table, everybody around. So we had, three of us, me and Drew and Mike, and All About Comics and his wife, and Hazel Dan was there with, and then we had Aim High and his brother, and we had Trilogy and his wife. Um, oh my God, I had it all. Strictly Comics and his wife, Great Legend and his wife. Then we had Splash Page Comics and his friend Kyle. Um, oh, that's where I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Tito came in a little bit later. But man, dude, this was the best time. Talk to other people there. God, I watched Tito's video last night, and he said the same thing. That was the best part. All of the YouTubers getting together and just having a good time laughing. No issues whatsoever. But definitely look forward to doing something like that again. It may take a year and a half before I can do it because that cost me a good chunk of money. But I think that's it. That's all my haul. Yeah, I think so. Anything else up there? Oh, I got a Funko Pop that Mike missed out on. Hey, howdy there, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills. But real quick, did anybody else pick up this week? The Action Comics 80 Years of Superman. I got this. I'm debating if I want to unwrap this baby and take a look at it. But that is all I've got. My haul. I can now put this stuff up and not worry about it. I got a few new boxes. I got to do some reorganizing. Got a lot of reading to do because I want to try to read some books from last week, books from the con, as well as books from this week for the Blast of the Statue show on Friday night. So we're back and meaner than ever, I guess. So, and Brian Space Boy jumps here at the very end. I think he always jumps to the tail at the end of my videos. But with that, it was a stash the whole weekend. I look forward to doing it again. Look forward to going somewhere else and meeting new people. We had talked about C2E2. Kat was talking about maybe going up there. But it's so much fun meeting new people from YouTube, and look forward to in the future. So thanks guys for jumping in here and watching my con, watching my spiel, and always Grandpa's always got to make it sexual. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, and we will catch you guys Friday night. Blast of the Statue. Later.